So good morning once again. This is our fourth and final class, moving the chair back into position. And you have weights somewhere handy down on the floor by your feet, just far enough away so that you're not going to hit them with your feet. So I want you to ground into your feet, feel them, see if, you know how cats need the floor, their blankies, or sometimes your leg, just knead your feet into the floor, and then see if you can really have a sense of, is it 50% weight on the left foot, 50% on the right foot, or are you favoring one side? And once you do that with your feet, then do the same thing with your hips. Sort of like sifting flour, just sift your weight right into evenness. Take your right hand by your heart space here and press up. That's going to lift you taller without getting stiffer. Don't get stiff. Round your shoulders one time. It's going to set them, putting your shoulders in your back pockets. Tuck your chin into the hollow of your throat just a little. Straightens the spine. And then go ahead, just set your hands in your lap anywhere that's comfortable. Close your eyes and take some deep, deep breaths. Always inhaling through the nose when you have a choice. Exhale through the mouth to purge. Exhale through the nose to be like more calm, serene, your choice. Do that a few times. You can get that lung space to get even bigger and grow on the inhale. One more, treat yourself to one more. And keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands to prayer at the heart and think about the very next thing you will be doing after you log off here this morning. And picture yourself doing it with a sense of joy and presence. You have time to do this. You have the energy to do it. Whatever it is you're going to do next, tuck that between your palms. That's your intention. And then as we open up our practice, you'll surround yourself with that thought. So release your hands, take them down by the sides. You know this now. Arms out to the side, all the way up over your head. On the exhale, float right back down to the heart space and do 3 of those. That's number 2. And last one. Let's take one more deep breath in, symbolic of connecting with each other in our Zoom class. So everybody breathe in and hold it. And let's all leave out our best contented sigh of the morning. It sounds like, ah. And then we can open our eyes. So we'll start to warm up a little bit. The 5 flexions of the spine, something you can do every day. It only takes 3 minutes, 5 max. Start to rock front and back with a straight spine, creasing over your tops of your legs. These are called leg gates. A lot of lymph nodes in there. And when you feel like you're able to or ready to or even want to, start to round and curve your back a little bit and take your time on this. So, you know, treat yourself to, ooh, that feels good right there kind of moment. And don't forget to always breathe. 70% of all the toxins in our body come out through the breath. It's only 30% that we excrete when we go to the bathroom or sweat it out. Okay, last one. Now take yourself in a big circle like you're making a cake and you're getting all the batter on the sides of the bowl. Coming up on that pumpkin pie season or something like that. Imagine you're scraping a big bowl, taking the waist in that direction. But the next time you come front, go the other direction. So here we go, opposite way. And last one. Now, what if you're making something, you have to reach way up into a cupboard? So this third flexion of the spine helps us stay in shape to do that. You're reaching up and up. And all the while though, you're grounding into your feet. When the left hand rises up, I press into the left foot. Same thing happens on the right. So never lose, perspective of your feet and attention to your feet. And what if there's something on the floor that you dropped? Or oopsie, you dropped a potato or something, you gotta pick it up. 3-second roll, right? So reaching down for it. And you're doing the same thing, you're pressing into each foot. So every week adding on a little bit more awareness to the total aspect of what's going on in the body. The breath, the grounding in of the feet, the moving of the spine. Last time on whatever side, pick that up, set it on your lap. What else does the spine have to do? Oh, maybe I have to go this way. So keep your hips nice and loose on the chair, but your feet are grounded. Your hips can swivel and jerk back and forth. Then pick a side that you want to really blow out on. And just blow it out. And then we'll come to stillness. All right. Sitting nice in your chair again, pick up one leg, put the ankle on the opposite knee. Ideally, you would be barefoot, you would thread your fingers through your toes as much as they sometimes don't want to do that. Try to make them do that. If you're in socks, just grab hold of your whole foot there. If you're barefoot, begin to circle the ankles. Good ankle mobility helps us have a good gait, just to walk youthful, and keeps us from tripping and falling as best we can. Now reverse that. And then release that. The bottom of the foot is where your kidney meridian starts. It starts right here at the fleshy part underneath your toes. So take your fingers and press, or better yet, even your thumb, which is the end of your lung meridian, and come to about the second toe, come down in that fleshy part and press in there and really hold it. And hold it as you hinge front and back. This point on your foot, which you can hold and or rub, it's called bubbling spring. It's where your kidney energy begins. And you're stretching your low back here. You're squishing over what are called leg gates at the creases in your legs. And you're activating your kidney. 3 things happen. And there might even be more. 3 we're going to take credit for. Now, we'll stay up here, but we'll cross this knee over that knee, and we'll twist in that direction. So ground into your foot. Twist so the toxifying. We have to wring out the intestinal tract. Come back to neutral. As you uncross this leg, we're going to pick it up. Draw it close into the body and point and flex the foot, because ankle mobility also has to be able to point and flex. So doing that is helpful. We'll set this leg down. Whatever you do on one leg, make sure you do on the other leg and or arm. So let's cross that one. Thread the fingers if you can. Circle the ankle regardless of what you have on your feet. Just circle that foot. And make it go in the other direction as well. And then when you release it, Take your thumb or fingers, find that same point right in the fluffy part, right underneath your toes, especially coming off the second toe. Press it and begin to hinge. And you might find that one side feels way different than the other. And that's to be expected. And we'll do two more. Going 1 and 2. Now crossing this knee over that knee, take a twist, look over your shoulder, ground into your foot. Uncross. As you pick this leg up off the other leg, hug it in tight, tight, tight. Point and flex. If you can't do this, you can come way down here and do it. Just point and flex the ankle. This just helps to squish some leg gates. And we'll set that down. Stretch your right arm out and do some fingers and fists. Take it all the way up straight, back behind your head. And if you can't get your arm up like so, bring it from the bottom and stretch through the arm before we pick up a few weights. And don't forget to breathe. Release both hands. Take the left arm out, do some fingers and fists. Take it up and back, trying to stretch something that doesn't necessarily get reached. Or that you can reach, but pretend. And release that. Let both arms fly down. Now, widen your feet a bit. So that if you're on a yoga mat, they would be off the mat. Take the arms out to the side. Dive forward between the legs. And roll the body up. We'll do this 3 times. Inhaling out and up. Just warming up through the arms and the spine. Coming down. Rolling up. And one last one. And rolling up. Now here's adding a little bit of a challenge to that. I'll move back a little bit. So you can keep doing what you just did or watch and see what's going to add next. So you would inhale out and up. You'd come down, put your hands on the floor, and looking at your hands, you would stand right up and stretch. Now here's the tricky part. Make sure you're looking and you're not misjudging your seat. Come back, sit on the chair, come all the way up, and come down to prayer. Now, if that's an impossibility for you, you do what we just had done. So don't rise up. If you want to give it a try, it looks like this. So follow me. Inhale out and up. Dive forward. Put your hands on the floor. Gently rise up and feel your low back. Back of your legs stretch out. Go forward fold. Sit down again, which is like a squat, a supported squat. Inhale the arms out and up. Come down to prayer. One last time. Inhale out and up. Diving down between the legs. Standing up and stretching. Sitting back down. Baby squat. Inhaling out and up. And down to prayer. Very good. Now we'll pick up our weights for a little bit. And again, you don't have to use weights, just make a fist and resist a little bit. So bringing the weights with the palms facing your screen to the outside, the feet are together. Begin to curl up. And as you begin to curl up, come up on your toes as well. So up on the toes, down on the heels. And breathe. And 2 more. Now widening the feet, sitting pretty far front again. This time when you like a plie, come up on the toes. It's going to activate your inner thighs, inner legs, up and groin. Bring the weights up by your shoulders and press straight up. Up on the toes, down on the heels. And if you thump the heels, that's called dropping the post. And that's also activating kidneys. And keep breathing with this. We'll do just one more. Now bring the weights between the legs. And here you have a choice of curling the feet underneath. So you would take your foot and you would put it back behind you. This is very painful if you're doing it for the very first time, but super comfortable once your ankles get stretched out. It is an optional move. You could be flat-footed or you could come up on your toes. It wouldn't really matter. We're going to have our arms right here on our lap, raising one arm up, 2 arms up on the next move. So one arm at a time. Right arm, left arm, both arms. Again. And maybe your feet are screaming, or maybe you didn't even think about them, or maybe you chose not to do that part. It's all up to you. We'll do one more set. So up on 1, up on 2, all the way up and down. Walk the feet in, set your weights off to the side. Now this is a Qigong move, the door. Hands by your side. Arms will raise up on your in-breath, flip the wrists, spread the fingers, and come down. And because we're in a chair, we have even the ability to come up on our toes without even compromising our balance. So down and up on the toes, helps pump energy up through the legs. This is an inhale. Here's your exhale. Again. And one more. Earth energy rose, heavenly energy came down. Widen the feet. Keep your left hand at the bottom, facing the earth. Bring your right hand up and stretch. This is called separating heaven and earth, or also known as balancing yin and yang. When you come up, spine straightens, lean to the other side. And you're stretching through this pose. These are 2 Qigong moves that are easy to do and really help you balance your energy. And one more to each side, stretching up and up. Good. Now we'll go back to thinking about yoga, and I'm going to adjust the screen so that you can see the legs a little bit more. Turn sideways in your chair. This might not be for everyone, but I know a lot of you can easily do it. You sit sideways in your chair, and the front hip is almost hanging off the chair. Be very careful that your chair is steady and that you're not going to, accidentally fall off your chair. So sitting here, I'm going to take this front leg and slide it back and stretch it out. I'm adjusting myself in my chair. This is a chair warrior. We didn't do this yet. Here we go. You press this back heel down, you look straight ahead. Both arms are on the seat of your chair. And you can feel that stretch happening through the hip flexor, psoas, piriformis, and you're stretching that long leg out. As you become better and more stable at this, you would lift up off the chair. If it's your first time, I would stay on the chair. Otherwise you come down. Now we're gonna take this back leg, bring it around. Still sitting sideways, twist to the back of your chair. Hold on to the outer edges of your chair and use the chair to help you deepen that twist. Then release that, walk yourself to the other side. Front leg is sort of drifting off the chair. Allow yourself to stretch it back and sort of scoot yourself back a little bit. The heel will never get to the floor, but you're thinking about having it go there. By stretching it a little bit more, you're looking straight ahead. Maybe even contract the belly muscles. And then some people might be daring enough to rise up off that chair. That really strengthens the lower body. Then come back down. If you were up there, release this leg, stretch, bring it straight around. Take that twist again. I'm going in the other direction. And then come back to neutral. Come to center, and it's time to stand up. So stand on up. And right up off that chair. Bring your chair right to the side of you. And begin to shake it out as I adjust the screen again. So shake it out. That's called shaking the tree. Lots of shaking going on. All the cells energized. Make your arms real loose, your hips real loose, your head real loose. And then the best part is when you stop, bring your hands right to your low belly, close your eyes. Body should be a little bit more alive, awake, and slightly tingly. Relax the arms. The next move has two versions. Version one is you would stand behind your chair. You'd hold on to your chair and just rise up on your toes. That's if you feel like, I don't know if I'm balanced enough. Or maybe you hold on with one hand and then the other hand. So that's a very safe and easy version. Version two is coming up and down on your toes and bringing your arms up. This helps with lymphatic drainage. You're pressing on your kidney points on the ball of that foot that we learned. And of course, you're breathing. So you're either using the chair as an assist, or you're brave enough and capable enough to do it without it. One more time. Okay, shake that out again. Now we are going to use the chair. Use your chair. The inside leg is going to be a tree pose. The outside leg is the one we're going to stand on and be our firm root into the ground. So first, just simply hold on to the chair. Root into the outside leg and just pick the left one up. Now maybe this is your chair, or tree pose rather. You might come up on your ankle like so. So this foot just comes up on the toes. This is tree. You hold on to your chair. The arm comes up. The full expression helping with the chair helping you is to ground in firmly on this leg. Bring the leg up and have it rest. The back of the leg is resting on the edge of the chair. This gives you stability. Looking straight ahead and not at your screen helps you to stay stable in case I would wobble. You can hold onto the chair, or if you're steady enough, because the leg is touching the chair, this helps you stay still. And here we are in a supported chair tree. And then we can come down and out of that. We cross this ankle over the knee. Now this is, see the figure 4 forming here? Again, raise one hand up. And then set everything down and shake out the standing leg because that's the one that got all of the work. And we go to the other side. And again, you have all of your options. The outside leg is your standing leg. And it depends how close you want to be to your chair. Hold on to your chair. First, try just coming up a little bit. Going up, that's tree. This is tree. So is this, and this. You're holding against the edge of your chair. And here you are, you're standing on this leg, creating dynamic resistance. And then you can bring your arms up if you're steady, or keep one hand down. Supported tree. Bring this ankle over that one. Look at this backwards figure 4. Just opening up through the side hip here. And release that. Shake that all out. And return to your chair. A half hour goes really quick. But we added a little bit of weights today. We're going to pick up those weights one last time. And do a combination of some of the things we did earlier in the sequence. So beginning to pump it up, we'll do 5 of these. 3, 4, and 5. Bring them up to your shoulders and press up for 5 times. 1, 2, and 5. Widen the feet and row them up for 5 times. 1, 2. Again, you could add coming up on your toes if you want. Walk the feet in, lower the weights, and open that door. So rising up and just letting it fall. Rising up, letting it fall. One more time, rise it up and let it fall. Scooching back into your chair and feeling the support of your chair all along your low back and grounding your feet in. Sit nice and tall, close your eyes. Return to the breath. Then bring your hands to prayer at the heart, pressing the thumb knuckles into the breastbone. Revisit that intention of what you're going to do next. Picture yourself doing it with a full sense of presence, with some strength, with some ease and joy, especially joy. And then we close the practice just like starting it. So release the hands, breathe that feeling up. Surround yourself with it, drop it into your heart space. Just 3 times. Let's take one final breath in. Breathe that in. Hold it as long as you can. And then let out your best contented sigh of your practice. Sounds like, oh. With a bow to namaste. And in a half hour, we did a little bit of strength training. We stretched our back in all the directions it had to go. And you have a great start to the day.